Afternoon everyone, roving reporter time. I'm back out and about. I'm amazed. We've had 2 months of near constant rain and cold, and we've had 3 days of hot. I can't cope. I'll let you have a look where I am. I'm taking a little bit of a break while I'm out on my walk to sit in some shade. And I noticed that every now and again, it's probably not going to happen now, every now and again, the crops in front of me there are caught by the breeze, and it just sends a wave of these crops just moving, swaying. Yeah, it's a bit like a wave. I'm taking shelter from the hot sunshine under these trees. And I'm pleased to say I'm feeling quite a bit better than I have been. Very much better. And I'm on the Self-Compassion book club with the lovely ladies from Kind Mind Academy, Catherine and Liz, and everybody else who attends alongside me. Oh, hang on, we had a bit of a wave going on there. Just a second. Catching you. There you go. There's a bit of breeze coming now. We might get to see some movement. There you go. I don't know what it looks like on here, but in real life it looks quite cool. Anyway, yeah, I've been reading chapters on resistance and backdraft, and some exercises in there. Soles of the feet, lovely grounding exercise, and take your awareness away from the head and down to the soles of the feet, which is always good. And the here and now stone, which is a really good way of sort of quietens the mind and reduces the activity in what is called the default mode network, which is the way our mind, when we are not so active and involved in anything, the mind just gets involved with whatever it wants, looking for problems. So yeah, I've been practicing, and I've got my little stone here. Ta-da! That's my here and now stone. And in the practice, when I do any practices, meditations or soles of the feet, here and now stone, anything, I usually take 3 big breaths before I start and breathe right down into my belly, diaphragmatic breathing, into a count of 7 through my nose, and then restrict the flow out to a count of 11. And it's the gap of 4 between. I think the heart rate speeds up when we breathe in and slows down when we breathe out. So we breathe in for 7, and then it's 4 counts longer when we breathe out. So you have to restrict the flow, make you breathe out through your mouth like you're whistling. You do a few of those as an effect of calming on the autonomic nervous system. So I'd usually do that. It's in for 7. Hold for a couple. turned out for 11. And you can do 6'10", 5'9", depending on whether you've got big lungs or little lungs, whatever, just so it works for yourself. Anyway, when you've done 3 or 4 of those, you're feeling a bit more relaxed. Here and now stone is, you get hold of the stone and have a good look at it. Hold it up to the light and just observe, the different patterns and different facets of the stone. There's going to be different colours in there. This one's got a few glittery bits in on one of the sides. It's a bit quartzy. Just really have a good look at your stone. And you all might like to try this later and do it yourself. And then when you've had a good look at your stone, just really studied it, appreciate it. Pay some attention now with your sense of touch. How much does the stone weigh? If I wasn't holding my phone in my other hand, I'd pass it from hand to hand. You just feel with your fingers the different edges of the stone, where it's smooth, where it feels rough, there's some sharp bits. Just really get to know your stone. So now I'm looking at my stone now and feeling my way around the different areas of the stone. Really get involved and pour yourself into this stone with your eyes and your sense of touch, your fingers. Pass it from hand to hand. Just notice everything about it: temperature, weight, texture. I wouldn't advise that you use your sense of taste. I mean, you might want to do, you might want to give it a lick, I don't know. Depends where you find the stone. Some stone might be quite nice if you get a piece of rock salt. Make you thirsty though. And this practice, you can do it any way you want, as I'm doing it here, sat in this gorgeous view. So yeah, I've just been looking at my stone and touching and feeling and rubbing and to the backdrop of the greenery, over there. You obviously can't see, I'm holding the stone to the side, but and what actually happens when we do this exercise can be quite phenomenal. If and I'm not going to actually say, what I will say is for you to try this. Find yourself an interesting stone, one that you quite like the look of. Find yourself 15 minutes. Maybe when you know that your mind's being a bit busy, perhaps. And follow the exercise. And just get really involved with that stone. And do it for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then when you've finished, might be an idea to check in with yourself and think about what's different. Has anything changed? because when I first did this exercise, I was astounded at the change. It's not to say that it's always going to be that dramatic, because sometimes it isn't, and sometimes I have to practice something else as well alongside the here and now stone. Double whammy it, because I'm so uptight. And these are the things that, over the last sort of month or so, I haven't really been doing that often. I get lost in my own little world and forget that I'm supposed to be, well, I have committed myself to doing some practices that I know that work. So I'm back on it, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that's of use and of help. Give it a try and see what it does, if it does anything different for you. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. So from a lovely, calm, warm, relaxed, here and now stoned, happy Nick, somewhere on the edge of outskirts of Wakefield in Yorkshire, I'll bid you all farewell, and I will see you soon. Take care, look after yourselves, look after each other, be kind. Bye for now.